Good day, TBU fans, and welcome back to Top 5 Plays of the Week. I apologize about not being able to get up last week's episode, but that is due to the combination of having real-life things I need to do, as well as the battles being up late, so it was just a little bit of a double whammy of unfortunateness. However, this is week 9, it is a new week, and let's get on to Top 5 Plays of the Week. Number 5. The last few turns of the match between the Welshans and the Blastbone Rovers. Now, this isn't exactly a play, but more just a series of events that is really awesome and needs to be shown. So, Freedomion had his Infernape and Sylveon against Kyle's entire team. Now, he had his Infernape in on the Slowking, and trying not to get 6-0'd, he U-turned trying to kill the Slowking. It didn't work, however, Sylveon was able to take the hit and kill off the Slowking afterwards. Now, Mamoswine came in and killed the Sylveon. Now this is where Infernape comes in and manages to not only kill the Mamoswine with an overheat, but kill the Latios with a combination of 2 U-turns due to it being Focus Sash. While this didn't allow Freedomion to win the match, it drastically improved his score, going from a 6-0 to a 3-0 in a matter of 4 turns. And that is why it is number 5. Number 4. Leech Seeding the Snorlax in the match between the Swishkas and the Highland Houndooms. Now, while this isn't exactly a prediction, nor is it a pivotal point in the match due to later events, it's still a turn that needs to be noted as it could have impacted the match greatly. So, Enzo had his Mega Venusaur in against Jedi's Snorlax, which turned out to be a Curselax. So, as any reasonable player would do, Mega Venusaur, Enzo Leech Seeded the Snorlax, as any player would do, as I just said. So, the Leech Seed helped in allowing Slowpuff to set up to +6 defense and +3 special attack and special defense, while maintaining its health high as the Snorlax turned out to have Heavy Slam. Now this would have proved very pivotal in the match if there was not a Heavy Slam crit, as the Leech Seed would have allowed Slowpuff to maintain its health, set up even more, or just kill the Snorlax and sweep the rest of Jedi's team. However, as I said earlier, an unfortunate critical hit from the Snorlax cut the sweep short and meant that the Leech Seed wasn't that big of a play. However, if the crit did not happen, the Leech Seed would have been very pivotal, as I have been saying, and that is why that turn is number 4. Number 3. Setting up Swords Dance with Aegislash during the match between the Twin Leaf Tyrants and the Live Wurmple FC. Now, while in hindsight, this turn was very negligible and much like the last one had very little impact on the remainder of the match, it too was also because of a little bit of hacks, although it is debatable if this is hacks or not. Now, Bryce had his Aegislash in against Richie's Entei. So, seeing that the only way he could possibly win was to set up an SD with his Aegislash, that is exactly what he does. Now, he's able to live a Sacred Fire, not get the burn, and set up an SD. Now this is where the pivotal moment of these turns takes place. Shadow Sneak has a chance to KO the Entei, and if it did, it would also allow Aegislash to KO the Jolteon with Shadow Sneak. However, due to a low roll, the Entei is able to live, and take out the Aegislash. Now this is a major point in the match, as this is the only way that Bice could win, and the only reason he didn't win was because of a min-max roll. Much like the last one, it did not play a pivotal moment on the match due to the Entei living. If the Aegislash did get a high roll and kill the Entei, it would have meant that Bice won 2-0 instead of Richie winning 1-0, and that is why I have it at number 3. Number 2. The double switch back into Medicham from Latios during the match between the Golden State Dragons and the Somerset Scizors. Now, Anima had her Latios in against Scissor's Landorus, from which she just switched in from Mega Medicham. Now realizing that Landorus was too big of a threat to her team, and that Registeel was Scissor's counter to Latios, she makes the risky double switch back into Mega Medicham. Now this pays off as Sizz switches into Registeel as she predicted. Now this is a massive turning point in the match as it allows Anima to kill off the Registeel, who was proving a problem for Anima's team as it was the counter to both Latios and Heliolisk. Now this is just an amazing prediction on Anima's part, and is definitely deserving of number 2. Number 1. Using Light Screen on the Latios during the match between the Golden State Dragons and the Somerset Scizors. Now 2 plays from the same person 2 weeks in a row, is that a bit strange? Even if it is, Anima is definitely deserving of the number 1 and 2 spot on this list. Now, as mentioned previously, she used Light Screen on the Latios. Now this comes into a major play later down the road, where she is able to take not only just a Dark Pulse from a Hydreigon, but also a Shadow Ball from Roserade. Now, while she could definitely win without the Light Screen, it improved her record by going from by allowing her to have a 5-0 instead of a lower record. Now, she came away from this match with a 5-0, as I just said, and those two plays, along with a lot of other plays in this match, are the reason that she managed to do so, and she's definitely deserving of the number 1 and 2 spots. Those were my top 5 plays of the week. I hope you enjoyed, and if you find it a bit strange or unfair that Anima got the top 2 spots on this list, tell me in the comments and put your own list, and I will see you guys next week.